Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers preaching this truth throughout the four winds. All right, just another installment to going into the New Testament and how it recites from the Old Testament. You know, I say this every video. This is like just showing how Christians and Christianity are basically full of shit by trying to toss out the narrative that the New Testament is something just totally pulled out of thin air. They want to pull the New Testament out of thin air to basically try to give salvation to everyone, and you get caught up in these words like Gentiles and things of that nature when they have no understanding. But this shows you that all these men in the New Testament quotes the Old. And I mean, it's on numerous occasions. Okay? Isaiah 66, 1 and 2, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me? And where is the place for my rest? For all those things hath mine hand made, and all those things have been, saith the Lord. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word." This is Acts 7 and 49. It says, Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool. What house will ye build me, saith the Lord, or what is the place of my rest? Hath not my hands made all these things? You see that? It's word for word. It's letting you know, even from the Old Testament, the same powers that resided back then, you're seeing them right now. You're not going to build a building to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This kicks the churches right in their ass. Okay? It's do away with those buildings. Okay? This is Isaiah 53, 7 and 8. It says, "He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And whom shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken." Okay? Acts 8 and 32. The place of the scripture which he read was this: He was led as a sheep to the slaughter, and a lamb dumb before his shear. So opened he not his mouth. In his humiliation, his judgment was taken away, and who shall declare his generation? For his life is taken from the earth. Voila. Why are we seeing these spot-on identical from the Old Testament and the New? But I thought the New Testament, wouldn't the New Testament, if it was its own thing, wouldn't it be original? Wouldn't it be original? It's not original because it quotes from the Old Testament. Deuteronomy 10 and 17. "For the Lord your power is power of powers, the Lord of lords, a great power, a mighty and terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward." Acts 10 and 34. "Then Peter opened his mouth and saith, Of a truth I perceive that the Most High is not a respecter of persons." Where did he get that from? Deuteronomy. Okay? Deuteronomy. Isaiah 1 and 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. Acts 13 and 17. The power of this people of Israel chose our fathers, and exalted the people when they dwelt as strangers in the land of Egypt, and with a high arm brought he out of it. So it just showed you right there in Isaiah that he made a rebellious people, and by them being rebellious, what happened? They went into slavery. Henceforth, like today, went into slavery. And what happened? It says, with an high arm, he brought them out of it. But it's showing you right there, cause and effect. Deuteronomy 1 and 31. And in the wilderness, where thou hast seen how that the Lord thy power bare thee, as a man who beareth his son, and all the way that ye went until ye came unto this place. Acts 13 and 18. And about the time of 40 years suffered he their manners in the wilderness. Suffered he their manners. Now Deuteronomy just said, in the wilderness, where thou hast seen how that the Lord thy power bare thee. The Lord dealt with Israel. Moses dealt with them, but he asked for death. That's how much was going on there. Moses asked the Lord to take him out. That's how much Israel is to bear, bro. Wickedness. But it's telling you right there. Suffered he their manner in the wilderness. We just read the same thing in Deuteronomy. In the wilderness, where thou hast seen how that the Lord thy power bare thee, as a man who bare his son. To deal with. Okay? To deal with a son. When he goes off, you punish him. Simple. Quoting the same thing. Deuteronomy 7 and 1. When the Lord thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and has cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. Acts 13 and 19. And when he had destroyed 7 nations in the land of Canaan, he divided their land to them by lot. Wow. The same thing. I guess Christians just can't read between the lines. Judges 2 and 16. Nevertheless, the Lord raised up judges, which delivered them out of the hand of those that spoiled them. Acts 13 and 20. And after that he gave unto them judges about the space of 450 years until Samuel the prophet. Wow. Speaking or prophesied prophecy. Said and it happens. Do it and people quote it. Okay? 1 Samuel 8 and 5. And said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations. Make us a king. Your sons, they don't fit up to it. They don't walk in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Acts 13 and 21. And after they desired a king, and the Most High gave unto them Saul, the son of the seas, and a man of the tribe of Benjamin, by the space of 40 years. Voila. I mean, it's self-explanatory, man. That's why the mind frame of people who don't know is just ask. It's men set up to break down this Bible, and they'll show you that the New Testament is not just something that was pulled out of thin air. It's fulfilling prophecy. Okay? All the things in the New Testament fulfill prophecy. Why do you think the New Testament, the books are so thin? The New Testament is thin. Okay? Because everything that was prophesied that happened in the Old Testament, you see a lot of it being fulfilled. You can go to Genesis 49 till Shiloh come. You know, but you have to know and have to be properly taught by men who have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua on them. It's simple. Okay? I hope this is edifying. I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to you, I can push the truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.